Three, two, one. Oh, we're on. Hey, everybody. Did you hit a button? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kruse Control. We're going to hit some intro credits, so here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kruse Control. It is Friday, February 17th. Well, there goes my voice. It is Friday, February 17th, 2023. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like we're back to square one with this program sometimes. There may be some little issues tonight, but we're here. Thank you for being here on Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. And happy Friday, everybody. And joining me here again, as always, is my co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, welcome back to the program. Happy Friday. How's your day going?
Hi, happy Friday. So far, so good.
Yeah, it's been a good day, right?
Sure has.
I'm just, we'll see how this goes tonight. This is kind of experimental. We're going to have a fun time regardless. But yeah. I think the EvuMux program that we use is just, doing its thing. It's saying, whatever right now. It's as Rachel was saying before, I think it's haunted. But I've been actually back and forth with the people there at EvuMux. And this is blasting EvuMux. Get your shit together. Because for some reason your shit's not working right.
They're throwing us some shade, and we're going to throw them some shade right back.
Right back at them. And that's how it goes sometimes, But thank you, everybody, for being here on Friday and joining us. Friday, joining us again here on Kruse Control is Chris and Joanna Panico. Welcome back to the program, Chris and Joanna. How you doing tonight?
We're great.
There she is. and everybody out there, happy belated birthday to Joanna. It was her birthday.
Yeah,
Let's celebrate.
Joanna.
Happy birthday. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
It's so great to see you. How was your week this week? How was your birthday?
I'm not going to lie. The birthday was a highlight and a week of crap.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's a highlight there.
Yeah, well, and it's a palindrome birthday, which is, something a little special.
A palindrome?
Palindrome. Means it's the same backwards and forwards. So, like, if you're 22, 33, 44, ding, 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 that's this one. Made it.
I'm a mathematician, but
okay. We all know. I don't think anyone's confused about that.
Hold on. I have to veto what you just said, because the week starts on Sunday, and I know you had a wonderful day on Sunday.
Well, we were with you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
And I wasn't that day. I was going like a Monday to Friday route.
A work week.
I was going. Thank you for clarifying, though.
I just wanted to.
That is important. I don't want to offend anyone by accident. If I'm going to offend you, I'd rather do it on purpose.
Correct. Which is why I apologize for not calling you on your birthday yesterday.
And then we called you, and you didn't answer. You were like, go right here.
I was sleeping, to be fair.
All right.
Okay. Anyways. Well, that's true.
It was a rough week. It was a rough week.
And
Happy birthday, though. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. We're so happy to see you back here, too.
Thank you.
What a pleasant surprise.
I'm wonderful.
Right. But as always, now it's time for some breaking news. Yesterday, but we were having some issues, so we're gonna see how it goes tonight. Here we are. It's Friday, so once again, I just want to say Deadpool 2 is going to be rated R, everybody. So it's the first Marvel rated R movie, which is fantastic. It's a huge thing for Marvel, and Kevin Feige is like, we're going to try it out. First one, it makes sense. Him and Hugh Jackman were friends from the very first X-Men movie, and he's given him a chance to do a rated R movie with Deadpool. I think it's going to be great. And of course, the other two Deadpool movies were rated R, so why would this one not be rated R? It just makes sense it would. So rated R for X-Men. And as that's happening, something that's not happening right away is Peacemaker Season 2. And if you saw the DC lineup before, James Gunn said, well, we're going to do the Waller show instead. And it's because they're going to build up for Peacemaker Season 2. They're going to do Waller, and that's going to lead into Peacemaker. It's still happening, everybody, just not quite yet. He said later this year we'll get some more Peacemaker. And then we're going to do this whole dance. Do you want to taste it? We're going to do this with everybody, the intro credits. We're going to do it.
Yes, I do.
It'll be here on Kruse Control eventually, everybody. We're going to do it. With that also, something else coming back actually yesterday was Picard. Picard started back on Paramount Plus. So if you like the show, season 3, final season of Picard, you have a chance to watch season 3 now. It's out. Watch it now. 1 episode's out, and the rest will come each week moving forward. Picard, season 3. It's like the next generation all over again in a lot of ways. Also, something coming to Paramount Plus is Babylon. And I'm just like, Babylon's already coming out on Paramount Plus, everybody. You can see it February 21st. I didn't get a chance to see this. Did anybody get to see Babylon at all? Chris and Joanna, did you see it? Or Sabrina, did you see it?
At a cool 3 hours and 10 minutes, I'm definitely waiting for my living room for that experience personally.
Yeah, it's probably going to be one of those things, just like, Avatar came out and Babylon came out at the same time. It's hard to, it's like pick one. It's hard to sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. It just is.
No, it's literally a whole day of your life if you saw both of those movies. Like, that's a work day. Like, let's rein that in. No, thank you.
And we have kids. Like, what the crap are they going to do? They can't be there during the Babylon movie. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they can't hang out.
They're not going to be able to handle it.
Get home, make yourselves breakfast and lunch. I'll be home by dinner.
Yeah, Babylon is definitely not appropriate for children.
No.
What is it? I heard it was garbage. I've heard that too. It's so mixed. It's so mixed. I heard it can be. It looks cinematically amazing. I've heard, and I've heard like the acting
is really
is good.
I've heard.
And it tells the time of Hollywood where they used to be. It's the transition from silent films into talkies. And it showcases a big time in Hollywood, but then again, at 3 hours,
there are a lot of inaccuracies also of the historical background. I think it's said that there are a lot of inaccuracies. To be fair, I didn't see it, and I also wouldn't know if it was inaccurate or not. But I guess people who do know said that it's not super accurate depiction of things.
But I'm not necessarily sure that if you're like interested in the history, this is the movie you should be watching for historical reference. I'm like, it's not a.
They got a great cast though.
But if you're gonna do a movie that is referencing specific people who actually existed in that time, it should be accurate-ish.
You would hope so.
How accurate is the Fablemans? Like, how?
Well, that's someone that wrote
it.
something about themselves, and like that's a little bit different.
But I feel like even in those moments, like if it was even more so, like if it's an autobiography, which I mean, I don't know if it's clouding to be, but I'm just saying, like, if people write things, then it's sort of like Jenny McCarthy giving scientific factual information about autism. Like maybe when you're listening to Jenny McCarthy, you have bigger problems.
That was 10
about
years
parents.
ago.
But I'm just saying,
her
10
kid
years
is
ago.
autistic. I mean, that's actually something.
But she had no basis to say that autism was brought on by certain things. Like, and that's similar to the situation, like
eating gluten.
Unless these particular screenwriters are known to be historically accurate screenwriters, then I wouldn't watch it and be like, this definitely has to be. I mean, there was inconsistencies with Titanic too. Like there was,
but the Titanic is fictional. Like Rose is fictional. Like, Jack is fictional. Like those are fictional characters that existed on a ship that existed. Like this is
she still should save Jack.
Who exist. Thank you with the door.
Just saying.
Actual people who existed in that time, and it should be more historical accurate, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, but with that too, I mean, we'll see. You have a chance to watch it on Paramount Plus now. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna sit down and check it out eventually, and you can actually sit down and watch it in your own time frame now. You don't have to sit down for 3 hours. Maybe you'll get hooked, maybe you won't. But it's now gonna be on Paramount Plus. With that coming, one thing leaving is Ryan Seacrest. So Ryan Seacrest, and we started getting, I think we got this far last night. Ryan Seacrest is leaving Kelly and Ryan. He's done with Live with Kelly and Ryan, and then Kelly's actual husband's gonna take over. So it's gonna be Live with Kelly and Mark, and they're gonna have their own show and get to have, I mean, for her it's probably amazing because now she gets to be there with her husband every day and do the job. And he's an on-screen personality, so it makes sense that he can do it. So why not? I bet they'll be great together. I bet it'll be fun to see, right?
He's also filled in many times for years and years,
Yep.
just like when Regis Philbin hosted, and then there was a gap between when Kathy Lee left and Kelly came on, where Regis Philbin's wife, Joy, also co-hosted. So it is a kind of traditional moment. And they obviously have a phenomenal rapport. And also, I'm like, how many jobs can Ryan Seacrest have
Thank you.
I was like, Ryan Seacrest gives
Yeah.
you
All of the jobs.
He's amazing. I'm not saying anything about it, but I can understand how he would feel burned out after he's been doing these multitudes of jobs for years and years and years and years.
He could take a break. And I listened to him on
He's not breaking.
What?
Oh, he'll be doing other
He's
stuff.
not breaking. He's still doing the Ryan's Roses and the American Idols and the man doesn't stop.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Apparently,
get married
or a boyfriend, whatever it is, bro. Just find it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with him going away, though, I mean, it makes sense. He needs more time. Maybe this was a thing, too, that she just wanted to be there with her husband, you know? And it became mute. She called like Ryan like her brother. So maybe she's like, hey, bro, I need more time with my husband. You know, he does a great co-host for me, too.
Hey, bro.
It's been 6 years. It's been great. Love you. But bring in my husband, you know? Could be. You never know.
She's also like, hey, who doesn't like a double income? She's like,
right?
Yep.
both.
Yep.
You know,
Sold right there.
you're both
But
getting paid.
But with him going away, I want to talk about John Madden. So John Madden is getting his own biopic. Well, it's a biopic limited series. So they're actually developing right now. They're going to talk about from the Eagles to coaching to being an on-air personality. It's going to tell his whole life story after 80 for Brady came out, of course. Now people are like, well, what else can we do? And he has a great career, amazing career. So it makes sense to tell his story in this kind of form. Now, it was going to be a movie, but they decided that because there's so much to tell and so many chapters, they would make it a limited series, which makes sense. You know, it just does for someone like him for that kind of illustrious career. And with that happening too, another thing that's not going to happen right away, is Squid Game. Squid Game Season 2, and this is what we got last night. Squid Game Season 2, okay? I thought this was done, in the can, coming out this fall. Didn't happen. Apparently they start shooting this summer. They said it'd take 10 months, and then it'll be out there. And that's a long time. They're shooting for 2024. And I'm just like, you know, they're doing that reality show right now. That's going to be coming out first. And I think that's what's coming out first. And that's what I thought it was. So can you imagine, though? I mean, in the reality world, Chris and Joanna, can you imagine they're actually doing a Squid Game reality show? Like, that's a real thing. People are going to be pretending to be shot and killed. And the people were getting like sick and injured when they were doing the red light, green light. I mean, I don't know.
Squid Game thing. That was a frostbite situation.
Joanna has to take a quick break.
Okay.
We're having some problems.
Oh, all good.
Children.
All good. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's crazy they're doing this. But I mean, I was really excited about Squid Game Season 2. I still am. It's going to be some time. Hopefully it comes out sooner than that. But that's kind of how it goes here. Next thing happening is How to Train Your Dragon live action show is coming. This is going to be happening. Disney's producing it. They're not going to be like, they're going to be doing kind of a spin-off of this. So it's like they're going to take the first 3 movies, they're going to make a new franchise, they're going to adapt it. It's not a continuation, it's this all new thing. So this is going to be happening. It's a huge hit for them. Huge hit for Disney. It's coming out March 14th, 2025. And, you know, I like the original stuff. I think it'll be good.
I agree with the Jukebox with the hard pass on the in real life Squid Game. That is for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's going to be a great thing. I honestly think so, Sabrina. I mean, we'll see what happens. Another thing happening, which I was like, this is already happening. Another Planet of the Apes movie. Yep, another Planet of the Apes movie is happening.
I don't know how many Planet of the Apes we need to do, but this has a very
finished shooting it.
Good cast, at least. It's a really good cast.
Oh, Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Sabrina, Andy Serkis isn't coming back.
I know, but there's like a lot of like William H. Macy is in it, and there's also like a lot of like I don't want to say like up and coming, but like newly popular people, you know, that are like the girl who plays I can't remember her name. She was in Altered Carbon, and also in Severance, the one who plays his wife, Adam Scott's wife.
Yeah, she's
in it. And then there's like a lot of younger actresses that are, you know, very, very good. Like a lot. I feel like they cast the same type of people for these type of movies, like the Game of Thrones squad and the, you know, like it's like all these like weird, like fantasy pieces. Like they kind of bring the same people in for, you know, which I guess if you can make yourself seem realistic in that type of world. Like, why not keep going with it? But I would like a little bit of diversity. You know me, I hate rebooting everything. I think enough is enough. But there is at least a decent cast behind it.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's not even a reboot. It's a continuation still. So they're going to be following after the third one. They're going to be following the third one. It comes out May 24th, 2024. It's going to pick up right where they left off, pretty much. So many years after the conclusion of the 2017
With no
version.
Andy Serkis?
No Andy Serkis. Caesar's still kind of like, because he played Caesar, who was like the big character from all the Planet of the Apes.
The main ape.
Yeah, but this is going to be like, Caesar's like a Moses type character, they're saying, that people are like, aspire to be like, but he's, a fabled type person. And it's going to actually follow, a new ape, the new ape, and it's going to be like, he's going to be kind of like looking at the teachings of Caesar, and it's going to be its whole new thing, They're going to follow the ape whose clan has been enslaved by another ape leader, and as he embarks on an adventure with a young human woman in search of freedom. And, Caesar's always kind of there, in a way,
So it's a continuation, but not really.
Yeah, and now I guess now humans are like pharaoh-like creatures in this too. And it's kind of really leading up to what the originals were, if you ask me, which was like humans were like nothing. And in the Apes new franchise, they were just like kind of building towards that, So I think now they're there. So we've kind of gotten back to the OG Planet of the Apes. But to me, I'm like, do we need more of these? I mean, no. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it's called. Like, Chris, Kingdom, we need it,
Chris, since Joanna's not here, do you want to scoot over a little bit?
Yeah, you might as well a little bit.
Just give me a little scoot. Give me a little scoot, bud. You're killing me on a little pop-in. You're doing a little pop-in there. A little more.
Things happen.
I know.
Scoot.
I just wanted you to be, it just was weird. It was like you were peeking up from behind a corner. It was hilarious.
Like a peeping Tom?
Like, yeah, a little bit.
Sorry.
And if you haven't seen Megan yet, can we talk about Ant-Man yet? I know. I'm waiting until like people get some more time. Monday we'll talk about Ant-Man. There's a lot to digest there too. Maybe we'll talk a little bit tonight about that. If you haven't seen Megan yet, though, Megan is going to be on Peacock, everybody, on February 24th. They're going to have it's going to be on the cock. Live on the cock, starting on the 24th of February.
I don't understand.
They're just really turning these movies out.
I know, right? Yeah. But it's like, the thing is too, we saw it, they're doing a sequel already, like we talked about the other week. It's good. It's just not what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be scarier. But if you haven't seen it, now you have your opportunity to watch it on Peacock. You don't have to worry about like Redbox or anything like that. You can always try the free trial or something. But yeah, it's coming to Peacock, everybody.
I love how you said Redbox as if it's like a super relevant thing.
Wait,
Redbox.
I have a question.
No, it does exist. It does exist.
It still does?
Oh, yeah. There's one at the 7-Eleven in Burbank on Burbank Boulevard, right by my old place on Pepper Street.
Oh,
they're doing more online stuff too, but those boxes still exist outside those 7-Elevens.
Good for the boxes.
Yeah, good for those boxes.
They lasted longer than Blockbuster, y'all.
Another thing in the news, though, they're talking about is, of course, the Flash movie. Everybody saw the trailer, right? Flash movie, you got Batman in there, got Keaton back. Everyone's excited about it. Well, people are saying that Grant Gustin's going to be in this, okay? Grant Gustin is the Flash on the CW version, but there's a rumor going around that he might pop into this, which to me, I mean, they're saying that he might take over. They might use him to become the new Flash, but I think it's bullshit. I don't think that's going to happen. He's the CW Flash. Like, why would you make the CW Flash the new Flash? It doesn't make any sense to me in general, but that's the rumor going around. I think he might be in this movie, though, because honestly, Ezra showed up on the Flash TV show. So if Ezra did that, why wouldn't Grant show up in the movie? Maybe it'll be a fun thing. This was supposed to come out years ago. So maybe they shot these cameos at the same time and they've been, really quiet about it. But Chris, do you think that they'd bring in a CW actor to take over for the theatrical version of the Flash? Or do you think this is all just
CW actor,
bullshit?
You are being such a douchebag right now, dude.
I think he's great. But it's a television. They didn't want to cast him, which I like his.
I worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
He can't take over them. No.
Chris says no. Sabrina, thumbs up or thumbs down?
No.
I mean, I thumbs down because I don't like the CW of anything. But Daredevil, you were fine with Daredevil coming in and being on Marvel movies and stuff. Oh, right, but you said a TV actor. I'm just calling you out on your bullshit
He's
right
a
now, dude.
CW actor, by the way.
Hi, Joanna.
Yeah, I said CW. I said CW.
Oh, you
Now
said
Daredevil
TV
was a
actor.
Netflix. I said TV CW actor.
You started off with CW, then you moved it into TV. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, nothing bad about his performance as a Flash. I think he does a good job, but there's been so many people that don't want that. They're like, well, he's this
I don't
version. We
want
need
it.
somebody different, and he isn't like he's not really like. I mean, he's older now. He's in his 30s, but he still doesn't seem like a man. Ezra Miller doesn't either, though.
Look,
It's like
Ezra Miller
if
is
you're
very
recast him,
problematic, but he's a very good actor and he does a very good job playing Barry Allen.
he does.
Just
The
saying.
trailer, he looks great. Like makes me excited about the movie. I'm more excited about Batman,
Joanna, sit down. Chris,
Yeah,
scoot
Joanna,
over,
get
wipe
in
his
here.
back.
Nobody
Come on.
has a chair.
I made him move over because you were gone and he looked like he was peeping out from behind the corner.
Get in there, Joanna. Get in there.
We're having
technical difficulties.
we're having
There's a lot of things happening, but we are rolling with the punches.
I
'cause
know.
it's Friday.
Yeah.
I apologize.
We have to live
I'm
by
sorry.
the seat of our pants.
It's
Welcome.
it's one of
to
those-
Cruise
it's
control.
one of those
That's why
days.
it's called cruise control, girl. We're
We
always
just keep
flying by the
cruising
seat of our
along.
pants.
You're basically in the middle of the
Are we
screen. I'm
both
like
on?
hanging off half.
No,
the
just
screen.
Chris is on
Joanna
now.
needs to come in. Joanna, come in.
Thank you. Exactly.
There you go.
Come in.
There we go.
And you're being
Well,
dramatic.
Yeah,
And now let's get into one of our main discussion points, though, right now. I want to talk
Yes.
about John Wick 4, everybody. John Wick
Yay!
4. The trailers have come out. John Wick, the latest trailer, the final trailer came out, everybody. It's coming.
I'm so excited that you cannot even imagine how amazing. It's
March
the
24th.
first trailer was super cool, but the newer trailer with the Sopranos theme song is epic. Epic.
It's so good. So good. And now, the thing is about this, so they have that spinoff called Ballerina coming out afterwards. John Wick 5's already greenlit. They're going to start working on that. There's a limited series based on the John Wick franchise coming out. Universal's developing that. So there's a lot of John Wick, and that's called The Continental. That comes out in 2023 as well.
There's
a lot of John Wick coming.
Hotel. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of Wick coming our way. So let's talk about John Wick for a second here. So Sabrina, you saw the trailer. Are you excited about John Wick? What do you?
I'm literally obsessed. I'm obsessed with John Wick.
Trailer. What do you think about the franchise?
I'm obsessed with the fact that it is happening. I'm obsessed with all of it. I love Keanu Reeves. I know it's an unpopular thing to say. People hate on him for some reason.
Why?
But I
Why
love
do you
him.
hate on
I
him?
don't know, but people do. Do you not find that people hate on Keanu Reeves, Chris? Honestly?
Well, he's not the best actor.
Oh, well, there you go. You're hating on him right now. So, well, then why are you saying he's not the best actor if you love all of his movies? That doesn't even make sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What do you think,
very
Chris,
good
huh?
argument.
You need an
Very
earpiece.
good argument.
If you need an earpiece,
He doesn't need an earpiece.
The dog is cool in the trailer. Did you see the trailer? The dog at the end, Chris. The dog jumps over the car and bites the guy. And he's like, "I got a new dog, guys. John Wick."
He already has a new dog, by the way, that he left with Lance Reddick at the Continental, by the way, and then took home last season. So I don't know what happened to the old dog. That dog, thank God, didn't die. But I will say this: John Wick, whether you like any movie that Keanu Reeves has ever done, if you have not checked out the John Wick franchise, you need to immediately. Yep. It is amazing. I cannot wait. I am obsessed with it. I don't know why. The stunts are amazing. It's like an art form, the stunts. There's a lot of movies that have stunts. It's very predictable. It's like a dance, but this shit is severely realistic. He's like riding a horse and kicking someone's ass. He's driving a car and kicking someone's ass. He's on a motorcycle and kicking. There's nowhere he's not kicking ass. It is amazing. And the directors were his stunt coordinators from The Matrix. So it is like severely action-packed, but also has like a really heartfelt story attached to it. And I absolutely love it. I cannot wait for it. I'm here for all of it. If you want to make a John Wick 27 and he's 75 in a wheelchair kicking ass, I'm in.
I'll be watching.
All over it. I honestly, I cannot say enough good things. And I'm a dog person, so I do love that there is a dog theme. And I'm also a Lance Reddick person, so I love that he is.
Oh, Lance is great in movies.
So
He's
amazing.
so good.
He is the concierge at the hotel at the Continental. And I mean, it's just it's epic. I love it. I can't wait for it. I've been waiting for it, and I cannot wait.
What do you think about this, Chris? Are you excited about John Wick 4?
Yes, I really am. Even though I don't think he's a good actor. In some
Rein it in.
Come on.
Those are
come
fighting
on.
words.
Keanu's awesome, man.
That's
Fighting words, dude.
he makes great movies.
A lot of people will tell you, hell no, like John Wick's great. I mean, come on, John Wick's great.
Hey,
Keanu kicks ass.
Sabrina, what are you doing this for?
What are you doing what for?
What you doing?
I yelled at the dogs were barking.
Oh.
Thanks for calling me out. I muted myself, yelled at the dogs, and then popped back in.
I did a couple of those too to the kids, though. That was sorry.
Different story.
I did a light mute.
Sorry.
But John Wick 4 is coming, everybody. It looks great to me. I'm excited about it. And even if you don't like Keanu, like some people here.
No, but I like him.
I love him.
What?
I love him.
Okay, you love, I like. He makes great movies.
I mean, you said he's a bad actor.
What?
You can't make great movies if you're a bad actor. Like, The Matrix was a great franchise. John Wick is a great franchise. He was great in Constantine. He was great in, I mean, go way back. Bill and Ted, Parenthood. Like, he's great all the time.
Yeah.
He can play it all. Like, even like The Lake House or like, like dramatic
The Lake
shit.
House.
Like
The lake?
I'm just saying.
You brought it back to the lake house.
I'm just saying,
Bringing in the Lake House.
He's a good actor, dude.
Alligator. Wow.
Everyone's being rude. He's a very good
No, I'm
actor.
being rude. I'm just saying.
What about Scanner Darkly? Who has seen Scanner Darkly?
I like
Great
Scanner Darkly too.
fucking
Very
movie,
innovative
dude.
film. Very innovative.
Great movie.
Fine, he's a great actor.
Thank you.
Chris is not having it, but
I mean, he doesn't
I
have to
think
be an
he's-
Oscar. He doesn't have to be Anthony fucking Hopkins, but he's a good actor.
one day this fool is going to be winning. Well, one day he should win an Oscar. One day for something. For something.
If I was on the Academy, I'd nominate him right now.
Come on. Give Keanu his due. Come on. Well, that too. I want to talk about something else that's happening.
Too. By the way, I'll just say he's a great person.
Yeah, he's great. That's the thing. He's
You
a
met
great
him?
individual.
What?
Have you met him? Have you worked with him?
Yeah.
Oh my god, and he's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, now I'm even more mad at me for not being on his
Chris is
side.
like, yes.
Well, I'm just
He's
telling
good,
the
great.
truth. I'm just telling the truth. What? He's,
No, I love him even more.
Good old Keanu.
He's the best.
I want to talk about the next thing is about Paramount Plus. All right. So Paramount Plus, we talked about this. Showtime and Paramount Plus have merged together. That's a whole thing happening. They've been downsizing. We talk about how Showtime's been.
They're merging basically.
Things.
is the deal. They're merging with Showtime, right? Showtime,
Yeah.
Paramount Plus are merging.
Yeah, they're merging, eliminating shows. Well, now they're talking about how's it going to be with Showtime and with Paramount Plus. What's this going to be like? So they've released their plan for the whole thing. So if you have the ad tier right now with Paramount Plus, you don't get Showtime. You keep your ads, you keep your commercials, but your price goes from $4.99 to $5.99 a month. So they're raising that, which is kind of rude because you're not getting anything extra. They're just making you pay more because they say they're broken. They need to do that. They're always doing that. But if you have the non-ad tier, which the commercial-free one is $9.99, they're going to raise it to $11.99, and now you'll have Showtime with that. So at least with that $2, you're getting Showtime on top of that. But again, it's like, you're saving money, which is great. But they're worried about the stocks. They said they need to make more money. That's why this is happening.
Stocks. Everyone can screw the stocks.
I know, Chris, but that's what they're saying. That's why they're saying this is going down. So,
Sabrina.
What? What's the question? The stocks?
No. I lost.
every time I switch angles. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying, everybody. Evo Mux is going to get a heavily worded email again after this. But okay,
They better refund this month of.
They're going
services.
to. They're going to. End of day. So, Sabrina, you hear about this. What do you think? Do you think this is a good thing they're doing this? Do you think it makes sense for the consumer because now you have Showtime and you're only paying $2 extra? Or do you think that they're kind of screwing people over in a way?
Okay, if you were paying for the Showtime $9.99 a month and not paying for Paramount Plus, then I think this is a deal because you're just paying, extra $1 $2 extra.
$2 extra, yeah.
And you're getting a whole nother channel. If you were paying for the non-ad tier of Paramount Plus, and now you're getting Showtime for $2 extra, also great deal. Now, if you are paying for the or the ad tier, version of Paramount Plus, which is, $4.99, right? Is it $4.99 or $5.99?
$4.99, but now it's changing to $5.99.
Okay, so if it's $4.99 and you're paying an extra $1 and you're not getting anything extra, you're getting fucked. Because A, you have to watch commercials. B, you're not getting anything extra, but you're getting a $1 hike. I say hike it $2, throw in Showtime. Just like the other people are getting it for $2. Like, you're raising me $1 and not giving me anything because that's what I have. So if you raise me $2 and give me Showtime, then I feel like you're not fucking me. But you're kind of fucking me a little bit by raising it and not giving me anything extra. The other people are getting a whole extra channel for, a $2 more. Like make it fair, balance it out, or don't raise it at all and don't give me shit. That's how I feel.
Don't raise it at all.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're the ad thing already, like, why are you going to raise that? The Oscar goes to John Wick 5. I agree, Jacob. You never know. You never know.
How about John Wick 4?
Well, maybe he's going to work his way up to that. They'll wait till 6,
He's
maybe.
working it up for 3 movies. Just saying.
Well, Chris, you think the same thing? Think this is kind of bogus? Like, we think that they're just, they're just
Trying to make
price
money.
gouging people? Yeah, it's all about show me the money, right? Show me the money, right?
It's all about money. I mean, how many more things can we add on to add on? It's ridiculous. It really is. Like, they're making the money. They're making the money. And people are going to do it.
And like Sabrina said, if you're going to raise me they're already making money off that ad revenue, right? Mm-hmm. If you're going to raise it, then what am I getting? I'm getting nothing for this. Like, raise another extra $1 and give me the Showtime too, and make there be ads on the Showtime too, Like,
or
I don't understand.
And don't give me anything. Like, don't be a dick about it.
Right.
Just affect the premium tier. That's what you're saying. It's the premium content, no commercials. That's why you're paying the premium price, and people will pay it. But I just think they're just trying to hurt the little man here, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, and if you look at it that way, the people who are paying $10 a month or $9.99, whatever, for either service, for $2 more, they're getting a whole other service. Yeah. So it hardly seems fair.
It's a great bundle for them. It's a great bundle. It makes sense for the people that are already paying for both.
The rich get more and the poor get shit. Is pretty much what it sounds like.
For them, makes
It's the trickle down economics.
Trickle down.
Shit. That's what I say.
I mean, I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, I just think
paying for all these streaming services gets very expensive. So to bundle 2 of them together is great, in my opinion. But like, for people who are trying to cut costs because they're spending $70 on streaming services, it would be nice if you could get a deal on that as well. Like, it's like, if you're gonna give someone a deal, give everyone a deal. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, honestly, give people a deal. If you're gonna, everyone should get it. They should. I mean, you've only raised it like $3 or something, and then maybe you do it. Maybe you do like a $3 with ads, and you have 3 tiers, right? You have one that's just the ad base. Then you have a second one that's ads with Showtime, and then you have a third one with no ads in Showtime.
Right.
And then that makes more sense.
The old price, yeah.
Than penalizing the people who are just like trying to, watch a little bit of Paramount Plus, with a little ad, They're getting those ad revenue already. Come on. Who wants to be greedy, right, Chris? People are greedy sometimes.
Nobody likes watching commercials, but if we're forging through commercials to save $5 a month, help us out.
Yeah, help us out. Hook a brother up, right? Yes, Chris.
Hook a brother up.
Hook a brother up. That's what we should say.
I have a side question. Maybe you talked about it before. I just have to ask: are movie theaters charging more to get middle seats now?
That's something AMC is going to do. AMC is implementing a new policy.
I just wanted.
Yeah, that's the thing happening. AMC's are being a bunch of dildos, a bag full of dildos, and they're going to start charging for middle seats, for better premium seats. They're going to call it. Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
What is it? Spirit fucking Airlines? Are you kidding?
I know. And the thing is, how's that going to affect also their premium plans? Because you have the monthly plan, the AMC, plan where you pay, how's it going to affect that?
$2 to pick a middle seat.
That's what it'll be. I mean, other plans like the Regal plan already does that for a nicer seat. So that's what they're going to be doing. They're just going to have a couple more bucks every time you go to a theater.
Are we gonna have to sit to pay the lowest amount? Are we gonna sit like on the ground level?
Oh, you have to sit in different spots of the theater. You know, eventually, probably like, okay, if I'll sit over here and you sit over there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
The
I know,
joke is
it's-
on them. The joke is on them because you can see the entire theater when you pick your seats. So you just pick your seats 10 minutes before the show starts, and you know no one's sitting anywhere, and you just go sit where the fuck you want.
Right, if it's not sold out.
And there's also that too.
I mean, who's going to the movies when it's sold out? I mean, just stop. That's ridiculous. Wait
Well,
another
people
day.
people still do. People still do. People like this fill the theater up, you know?
I mean,
I don't do that.
Certain like when we go
I don't want to be next to somebody in the grocery store in a line, like let alone in a movie theater for 2 hours. Like, are you kidding?
When we go to the 4D movies, I don't think they activate those.
Oh, they charge. They don't always know. They don't. If you didn't buy it, they don't activate the seats, and they also charge more on those too. If you have a premium pass for that, they charge you $5 more.
Yes, because we tried that. Like we went. And
right, in a 4DX, right?
Yeah.
Because no one picked that seat. That's different.
They keep them off.
So you're just talking about like a regular seat in the middle in a normal theater.
Yes, that's what.
You know what I mean?
That's what they're going
Like
for.
obviously
Yeah.
the 4DX, like they're only paying to. They're going to pay to activate every seat in the theater. That costs money.
Well, every seat is
No, but the seats move and do things like that costs the money. It's electricity, it's whatever the fuck. So
they're just trying to discourage movie hopping. That's what it is, you know.
Whatever, it doesn't matter if you're paying. That's actually not true. Hold on.
Wait,
we movie hopped into Ghostbusters, the remake, and our seats worked in the 4DX.
That was different. They're not doing it anymore, though.
Why was that different?
Because they've changed their policy. Now they turn them off.
They turn them off.
It worked for me the one time I movie hopped. And to be fair, so everyone knows, we're not movie hoppers.
We're not encouraging the movie hopping.
We paid to go see it.
And then movie hop all you want.
Hold on. We paid to go see Ghostbusters. It was so good. The last 10 minutes was happening in the 4DX. And it was so good we wanted to see it again. So we just moseyed after we
just
paid
to see Egon back.
We wanted to see the Egon situation and the fight with Gozer. Like it was a whole thing. So I wanted to clap again.
So good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that sequel.
It's gonna be good.
Can't wait.
Paul Rudd.
We'll talk about Paul Rudd and Ant-Man soon, everybody. I know Jacob was asking because again, we went Wednesday and it was so much fun. Like Sabrina and I went. What Marvel does
so good
is for every movie, for all the ones they've done, every one they rent out a theater for all the cast and crew to see the movie before it comes out. Same theater, and they have this big thing, and it's like, it's for all the crew and all the cast. They can just come out and see it before, and they don't have to pay for the tickets, which is nice. It's so nice, It's separate from the premiere.
But you do have to pay for parking and popcorn.
Yes, you do. But it was discounted popcorn, so it was cheaper. But Marvel, I'm like, come on, give me that. Yeah. But it was cool. If you haven't seen Ant-Man, the thing is, like, I don't think everybody's seen Ant-Man yet. It's Friday, so that's why I say we'll talk about it Monday. There's a lot of stories that I have from set that I've been waiting to talk about that I haven't been able to talk about because you sign these NDAs and I didn't want to talk about anything because like I love working for Marvel and I'm like I can wait till Monday and we're gonna have some fun stories to talk about on our Monday show. So let's talk about something that's not so fun though. Unfortunately, this is something that came out yesterday, and it's sad to hear about Bruce Willis. Everybody, so Bruce Willis
has dementia. They shared his original diagnosis before, but now they're sharing that it's actually dementia, like frontal lobe. Brian, what's it called? What kind of dementia?
Frontotemporal. Yeah,
frontotemporal. Thank you.
Yeah, dementia, and they're saying that it's much more serious now. It's progressing, and it was March of 2022. His family announced everything. But, he's 67 years old, and it's going to affect his ability to speak, write, and understand language. And at this age, and it's like, it's Bruce Willis. You would think that he would have many more years to just to kick ass and be out there.
He defeated Hans Gruber, for fuck's sake.
I know. And now it's like, what's he going to do? That's the question. Like, how's he going to, I don't know. We're going to definitely see a big decline. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about it. Again, there's only so much treatment out there that can only slow it down so much. And I know this because I've seen like my grandparents go through it. It's not fun. And for him, I hope that it's slow, and I hope it's not something that just hits him too fast. And I hope that his family gets some precious time with him that, before anything really, really bad happens with him. But I mean, yeah, GR, it's basically fatal. It's really sad to hear. And it's like, you don't know how much time you have. And, eventually you just don't know who you are. It's as bad as Alzheimer's, So it got my dad, GR said, yeah, it's so sad, GR. I can't even imagine what he's going through. Can't imagine what you went through. Like I know a little bit because I saw my grandma go through it and my grandpa, but it's just like, it's tough. And it's like, we're going to lose, we've already lost. We've lost a big time movie star that's been around for so long. Like you said, like huge action stars, Die Hard. I still think of Sixth Sense and freaking, and it's like, it's so many good movies he's brought us. So dead people. It's so sad, really, Chris? It's so sad. How do you feel about this, Chris? I mean, do you love Bruce Willis? Do you like his movies?
I love him. Like, it's just the poor guy and his family. I always go back to the family, like, for some reason, like, I feel.
'Cause you're a family man.
Yeah.
I feel for that family. I feel for him, but he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
But am I on something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's so
It's
sad.
because the person that you care about disappears. It's just 100% true, GR. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just devastating, right?
There's nothing. I have nothing like.
It's just devastating, and it's something that everyone's talking about.
Her kid, the kids.
Yep.
And
I mean, the thing is like GR said, like you have known this person your whole life, but like when this happens, like it feels like you don't know them at all. You're trying to like walk them through things that they should already know, or they think you're someone else, or don't. It's such
and you get aggravated.
So difficult.
And you get aggravated too, with them. Like you're like you.
It becomes taxing, yeah.
You're like, what? Like what? Like, and you find yourself like, just like, how can you not understand? Like, what happened? Like,
I know.
I've not had much experience with it, but Brian, I met Brian's grandmother, and everyone went to go get food or something, and I stayed with her, and she. Was like, oh, you're so lovely. It's so nice to meet you. We were talking, have a very normal conversation. And then 2 minutes later, she would be like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, why are you here? And I was like, oh, where's, Marlene, or where, you know what I mean? But like, even when she said Marlene, which is Brian's mom, like it was Marlene, meaning her daughter, like from a very long time ago, not Marlene who had, Brian and Jason and Kyle. Like it was a different Marlene. Like it's just
like
it's
your
so
young daughter.
I just kept explaining to her what was going on every time, she would ask me again. And then she'd be like, how long have you guys been married? And I was like, we're not married. I'm just trying to get you through this moment. Like it really, really is. It's so scary, and it's so hard. And it's so difficult
because he has so many movies, like he has so many things that he has done in his life, like that have been awesome. Like he's just, and he won't remember any of that.
I know.
It's
the worst.
Very difficult.
It's the worst. So we wish him the best.
Barbara Walters, Jesus Christ, you're making me cry.
Yeah.
No,
we just hope the best for them. I mean, it sucks.
Well, Jared said he's crying for his family. Like anyone who's experienced it knows it's very, very, very difficult, and
what they have to go through.
Obviously, everyone's heart goes out to somebody in a difficult situation like that.
Let alone be lost.
He has a supporting, loving family, and he fortunately has money. So that helps with treatment and the best doctors and the best, you know what I mean? So he's in the best position he could be in a shitty situation, and I know that doesn't, quote unquote, make anything better, but like it helps when it comes to the proper care. Yeah. So I just hope that, they can get through this with as little trauma as possible.
Was there word like a couple of months ago that he was dealing with?
Oh yeah, he's been dealing with this for a while, Chris. That's why the one thing
else before, right? It was a different, and it morphed into this.
Yeah, morphed into this. And the fact is, he was doing movies, and they were giving him cue cards, and they were kind of almost like he didn't. I've heard for years that he hasn't really been all there, and he's been like he's still doing these movies, and they're taking advantage of him a little bit, which is very unfortunate. And finally, his family stepped in and was like, "This needs to stop. You can't do this anymore." And that's the progression how it goes. And all of a sudden, when you notice, it's already too late. You're like, it's like. Yeah. And you can't really do it, and there's no stopping it. That's the unfortunate part about it. There's nothing. So
but we got the movies that we
remember,
and that's.
We hope the best for his family, and honestly, our thoughts go out to them. And it's just sad for us to bring this news to you, but it's one of those things where all we can do is hope the best for the family, like I said, and give our wishes to them. So. It's really sad. One thing we could talk about this for a while, but we hope our best. And I want to move on though, because we have more to talk about. And one thing I want to talk about is The Mole. And The Mole is a show that reminds me of other shows, reality show. I don't know if you two have heard of this before. The Mole was originally on, I think it was NBC.
I think it was actually ABC.
CBS.
I'm not really sure. Oh, see,
ABC?
we just named the three networks. Chris said
ABC.
CBS. I said ABC.
ABC.
Chris said
was
CBS
ABC.
And you said NBC.
It was ABC. It was on ABC.
I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna fact check right now.
I'm pretty sure it's ABC, but it's a competition. The whole thing's like there's 12 players work together in challenges to add money to a pot, and then one of them will win at the end. It's the Trader. It's totally Traders. But I mean, this has happened before Traders, so Traders is kind of rip off of this. And there's 100%. Also a mole in there who's trying to sabotage it to get all the money. So it's the same shit.
There's one mole as opposed to who knows how many Traders.
I said ABC. I said ABC.
Oh, I said ABC.
Oh, so the both of you now are saying ABC.
Yeah, I said ABC too.
You said. What did you say first?
I said CBS.
I said NBC, but I think it's ABC.
Okay, when you went out, I said ABC, so I win.
Well, it's ABC. So it was ABC, and now it's on.
Now it's on Netflix. Is what you're saying. So it's on Netflix now, but it was initially on like Brian said, it was earlier than Trader or the Traders or whatever the frick it's called. However. This also was robbed from. It was the Traders was Dutch. This was what, Brian? What did it? It came from another country.
Oh,
it was called Le Mole or something. It wasn't French. Even though I just made it sound French. It was French, Belgian, or I can't remember. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, for me, I'm like, this is the same thing. Like, especially because Traders is so hot right now.
Really
just the way of Netflix of like kind of banking off this maybe, and like we'll do our own now, and we'll because ABC is done with this, so we'll pick it up and do it over here. But Chris, we talked about Traders before. What do you think? This is a good idea that Netflix would bring this to their own program?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're banking on it, right?
I mean, I love reality TV.
Is this something that you'll watch on Netflix?
No, because
Did you watch the Traders?
Yeah.
Oh, did you like it?
A little bit.
Yeah,
but
a little bit. Okay.
A little bit. Actually, you know what? This might be better on Netflix because they can probably
Belgian. It was Belgian.
Nice.
Because they can say whatever the fuck they want to say. And on ABC, they had to like bleep out. So now we can see probably a little bit more.
It might be a rawer show, right? It might be a rawer show. And the Traders is on Peacock, so
So you might see some.
Peacock is going to be holding back a little bit more than Netflix, though. I think overall, right? I don't think Peacock's going to be doing what Netflix will do. So might be a more intense show. There might be more drama.
Right.
There might be some sex. There might be some rock and roll. I don't know. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is the same thing. Like, what is happening? But it makes sense for Netflix. So the mole is coming over to there, and some people might love it, some people might hate it. It might be fun. It's like, but it's an opportunity to do the same thing the cock is doing, and then maybe it'll be great for them.
I love how we name it the cock.
Yeah, Sabrina, what do you think about this? Are you excited about it? Would you watch them all?
Sabrina,
Would you watch them all?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of loyal to the traders. They're traders now. Like I never saw them all, even though it was first. I never saw it, and I was like secretly into the traders.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where my allegiance lies. Wait, a long time ago, 2008 or something.
2001.
Yeah.
2008. Like, was it
2008? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
So they might. Yeah, I might tune in.
I was not ready for reality television at that time. Apparently.
They're just banking off the publicity and the energy of traders, pretty much. I think it's like, well, we can just
it
redo
said it was
this
renewed, so there was already a season. No, was I reading that wrong?
Yeah, well, I just think they're all stealing from each other all the time.
Oh, of course, obviously.
But I'm saying, like, traders did so well though. I just think it goes hand in hand a little bit. Maybe traders saw their publicity and how good they were, and they're like, well, we'll get Alan Cummings in here and.
Traders was originally Dutch, and they did it in England, and then they did it here. But it was resoundingly successful in all three places. So, this was the mole is also a ripoff.
So everything's a ripoff.
I mean, obviously, but I'm just saying, it's I don't know. It seems like the ripoff didn't stem from here. Like, so when they made Traders after the mole. Which originated in two different places, like they ripped it off from the you know what I mean? Like the Belgium started in Belgium, the Dutch ripped it off, then it went to England, then it came here. But so we're definitely like third cycle sealing, but definitely still sealing. But it's like it's the cycle of entertainment. It's kind of annoying because I would just like an original idea, although I did guilty pleasure like Traders.
I thought Traders was original. I thought it was original. I'm like, there's all this other stuff. I'm like, well, I guess it wasn't. Like we said, it never is original, though. These people are just stealing ideas. But as we talk about stealing ideas and kind of taking something else and making it something else, hopefully my graphics work right now. Now it's time for our featured story of the night. And I heard about this, and I said, What? And I say that because Teletubbies, everybody. We're going to talk about Teletubbies.
Why is it a featured story?
Because Chris. Because a Teletubbies horror movie. And I saw this, and it was a big deal with the Grinch horror movie that they did, and then the Winnie the Pooh horror movie that they did. Well, the director of the Winnie the Pooh horror story, he's like, I want to do Teletubbies next. And I also want to do Ninja Turtles on top of that. I want to do a horror movie about the Ninja Turtles, and I want to do a horror movie about the Teletubbies. And this picture they're showing for the art is gross and weird and odd, and the Teletubbies are already creepy. I mean, again, I didn't watch them. I think I was too old for the Teletubbies. I wanted to bring it up as our feature story because Chris does have kids, and I wanted to ask Chris and Joanna what they thought about a Teletubbies potential movie being a horror movie, and how does that affect you as a parent?
I'm going to tell you they have never watched Teletubbies.
That's a good thing, I think.
They have never watched a Teletubby. And they never will. But, I mean... the horror movie, I mean, Teletubbies, go ahead. I don't know.
Chris, come on, man.
Do you think I'm gonna watch a Teletubby?
I don't think so. You and why? I mean,
they're not watching Teletubbies.
But what's the point of it? Because it's meant for kids. So you think parents are really gonna watch Teletubbies, like a horror Teletubby movie?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is this for?
Did you? Who else did you bring up?
The Winnie the Pooh one. At least Winnie the Pooh and like if you're a kid.
Who else did you bring up? I forgot.
The Grinch one. There was also the Grinch one too. The Grinch horror movie came out around the holidays, and then we had violent. It did pretty good, and not great, but did enough for they're like want to do more of these things. That's what I'm saying. It's becoming a fad now. It's like we're gonna take old children's stuff and make it into something else. Now we announced they're doing a new Barney show now. It's a kids show, but I wouldn't be surprised. I know, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's sometimes it's the whole like thing that's happening now that people are diving into these kids shows and making them adult. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Barney horror movie next too. But the Winnie the Pooh one was so dumb. It's like they're wearing these really bad masks, and Winnie the Pooh's pissed off because Christopher Robin left him a long time ago. So he's trying to kill everybody, And I haven't seen it, but I'm like, I'm a little intrigued, but I'm also like, why, And so I'm like, Teletubbies. I'm like, I saw this and I was like, you're really into Teletubbies? Like, there's nobody there's no audience, I don't think, for this. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think there's an audience for a Teletubbies horror movie?
She's booking her tickets right now.
Yeah, she's looking for it.
She's booking her ticket.
Horror is a niche. So I think there is a market for any horror movie because there are certain people who are horror buffs that love horror shit no matter what the fuck it is, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I feel like horror is, if you are going to make a weird movie, horror is the genre for you because there is a built-in audience. There will be people who will go see that shit, whether they think it's going to be good or not. Like, it's a very specific niche. And I respect that, you know what I mean? But like, if you look at horror as a whole, like, more horror is bad than it is good. Let's be honest.
Yes.
There are some great horror films, but most of them are campy bullshit, which are like a cult following, which I respect and appreciate. And I cult follow a lot of horror movies. However, if you're talking about good cinema, like, there are not a lot of horror movies that fit into that genre of actual good cinema, but horror is a niche that I think has a built-in audience. And if you're going to do some weird fucked up shit, horror is a good genre to do it in because people will go see it for that reason alone.
Yeah, but Teletubbies? But Teletubbies.
I'm sorry, did anyone see the series Happy on the Sci-Fi channel?
No.
Right?
That was good, but there were Teletubbies kind of in there.
It was epically amazing.
What are they called? Squeegees or
I don't know what they were called, but Sonny was the guy who had them, and like I thought that they were like people in suits, but they were actually things that were like jelly.
Yeah.
And
very
they
weird.
fucking ate the shit out of people. So I feel like that was already touching on the start of a Teletubby horror movie, and I'm kind of upset with whoever wants to make this. I feel like you're kind of robbing an idea that's already out there and fleshing it out a little bit more. And you're never going to compare to Christopher Maloney.
He was awesome in that. As Happy is so good.
First season was amazing.
They went off the rails a little bit the second season, but
100%. I was just going to say the same words, went off the rails, but the first season was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. You can watch Happy on Netflix, I think still. It was on Sci-Fi Channel before.
Totally watch it.
It was on Sci-Fi Channel original series, and I think after season 2 they canceled it. But I think you can watch the whole thing on Netflix.
I was bummed it got canceled, even though the second season was fucking weird. I still wanted to see more. I don't know why. The first season was so good.
They leaned into that kind of like gross horror like The Boys does, but it was like a bit too much for what they were doing. It was like kids stuff too. Chris, like with this, do you see any world where a movie like this becomes a blockbuster?
No. No.
No one does, dude.
Absolutely no. Sorry.
No, he's just speculating. What about a Ninja Turtles movie? Do you think that would be something that'll work as a horror movie?
Well,
No.
I think Teletubbies is something different than
Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
But it's also a kids thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but Ninja Turtles are more adult. Ninja Turtles more adult.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, right? Like with certain people, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could work.
But if Ninja Turtles are like murdering people too, it's like I can kind of see it. But
I can see that. I can see it doing better than a fucking Teletubby.
I know, like, what are they supposed to be doing? Is the sun gonna be killing people? The sun's like a baby.
Jumping up and down
I
on
beg
each
to
other with
differ.
their big bellies? No.
I feel like a Teletubbies horror movie would be way more weirdly interesting and more cult classic-y than the Ninja Turtles.
I disagree.
I'm just saying, like, Ninja Turtles are like super like iconic like characters that like have lasted.
Blows my mind.
That's why I
But
think
Ninja Turtles have been around for way longer than Teletubbies, and they're also like I'm not saying that like a talking turtle is normal, but I just feel like a weird Teletubby killing people could, you know, be more interesting than a Ninja Turtle.
It's like, don't mess with my Ninja Turtles, though.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, see, GR saying it was an adult thing, not for kids. Yeah, the original there was pretty graphic. There was a lot of stuff, but they were still, like, fighting creatures. They weren't killing humans. Like, are they going to have the Ninja Turtles killing humans? Or will it be like a hard R movie where it's, like, it could be something interesting where it's, like, them fighting Shredder and they're actually killing people. I don't know.
Why would they kill Shredder? Shredder's their sensei.
Well, Shredder's the bad guy. Splinter is their
Splinter,
sensei.
You're right.
Yeah, and you know, so maybe they would actually kill Shredder or Krang. I don't know, but that makes more sense than Teletubbies. But there's this whole thing going on. Like I said, that there's like people are trying to pull from kids shows and make horror movies off of it. And where does it end? It's just the beginning. That's what this says. It's just the beginning.
Lion King horror movie. I'm out of the world.
You wait, Chris. You wait.
I'm out.
You wait. They'd love to do that. I guarantee they love to do
Disney would never give up the rights to that shit. Don't worry about it. It's never going to happen.
Great.
But Winnie the Pooh happened. Went into public domain, and that's what it was. Public domain. And like there's things like Batman's going to go into public domain, I think in 2032 or something like that.
The Winnie the Pooh thing was like the pig mask from American Horror Story Roanoke, dude. That shit was weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Like hard pass.
Teletubbies. Well, everybody, what do you think about this? Would you see a Teletubby movie? I'm not sold on it. I don't think we're sold on it. There's this whole thing happening, and I don't know if I'm excited about it or not. So I will give Winnie the Pooh a chance at one point and try it out. I don't know, maybe it'll be good. I don't think so. What you got there, Chris? Is that a check for $1 million?
No.
Oh, is my bank
account? No. It says no.
Oh shit.
Kids to the Turtles, and we laughed.
Yeah. I laughed about the jokes. The kids didn't get them.
Yeah. Well, there's also that, too. It's a different kind of age group, so that might work. It might. Teletubbies, I'm saying thumbs down. What do you think? Sabrina, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Chris, thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, we're not sold on this, Hollywood, so leave it be. Let them be in the past. Leave the Teletubbies alone. Let them dance in the sunshine and let that baby giggle in the sky and leave it alone.
Let them make their movie and see how...
It's not going to do good.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We appreciate you as always. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Again, I'm still waiting to hear back from them. I might have to rebuild the whole show, and we'll see what happens. That's a lot of work. Hopefully not. I might have to rebuild the whole show someplace else. I might be leaving this network. If this is where it's going, we'll find out. I'm going to give them one more chance over the weekend. One more chance. If they blow it, we're out. Anyways, Chris and Joanna, we lost Joanna, but thank you, Chris, for being here on Kruse Control tonight.
Thank you.
And tell your beautiful wife, thank you so much, and happy birthday to Joanna.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Sabrina, thank you as always.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Everybody, have a great weekend. Chris, have a great weekend, buddy. Good to see you again. Enjoy some time off. And everybody, we'll see you back here next week. Hopefully with no more technical problems. Maybe on a new platform. Who knows? Have a great weekend. Thank you again for joining us. Take care, and we'll see you later. See ya. I don't know if it's going to work. See ya. Ah.